Hello and good morning. My name is Mikey, and if you're new to the channel, I'm all about Filipino stuff related. So I'll talk about anything from reactions of Filipino singers to their food to your culture. I'm very passionate about Philippines. I've been going for the past 15 years. I was blown away my first experience when I went there. What you guys are like, very family orientated. The hospitality that you guys provide is second to none. So yeah, if you like all that, please give me a like, give me a sub, and you're bound to see some more content related. Right, so today I want to be talking about Tatay Digong. Now, I have a big Filipino following on my TikTok, thousands on there following me, and all over my newsfeed, my For You page is all about President Duterte and where he is at the moment. Now, I don't normally have much opinion on politics because I feel sometimes I'm not that clued up to get involved. But I've done some research and maybe I could do a little bit more, but I'm just going to have my little input on it right now. I see that all there what happened and how they escorted him from one plane when he landed in Ninoy Aquino Airport, and put him on a private plane to The Hague. Now, surely this can't be legal, what they've done, how they've done it. This was down to Marcos. Marcos, you have the midterm elections coming up. This has got a big part to play in it. You got Tatay's daughter Sarah, who's second in charge. I'm sure she's going to be running, and I'm sure after all of this has happened, I'm sure she is going to win. So yeah, what happened was when private planes don't just randomly fall out the sky and land on a runway. Well, they come out the sky, but they don't just. This was planned. Marcos must have had a plane there waiting for him. It was organized with the ICC. Now listen, you guys need to be aware of who makes decisions for Filipino people now. Surely you have your own judicial system. Why are you handing it out to foreign affairs, the ICC? Listen, we have other world leaders at the moment. Benjamin Netanyahu, who's dropping bombs on Palestinians, killing them. This guy is wanted for war crimes, but he can go to any country he wants. You have Putin, invading Ukraine. But the guy, he can go wherever he wants. You have Bush and Blair back in when the Iraq war started. They sold us a story about weapons of mass destruction. There was none. They went there, destabilized Iraq, bombed thousands and thousands of people and killed them. But they're free to do whatever they want. Then you have Duterte Tatay. This guy was loved by his country and still is when he was in charge, and he still is loved right now. You go anywhere on your social media and you're going to see massive protests happening. We had one yesterday in central London. I think it's in Great Suffolk Street at the Filipino embassy. And they were protesting there. This guy should be coming home. You really need to, don't show the world that you're weak and hand them over. But you done that. I'm not saying you done it, but Marcos has done that. He wants him out the way. We know that. So yeah, it's a travesty what has happened to him. He was a great leader. He is a great person right now. You can see that he's still loved by millions. This guy took rapists off the street, drug dealers, murderers, cleaned up the beaches. Whatever he said in his manifesto, he delivered. Whereas other leaders, they say these things to get your vote, to get your tick, and then they don't do it. This guy done it. So yeah, I don't have, as I say, much input on stuff. I see Maya Sawa. She's very upset about it. And I'll see it on social media, how much this guy is loved. Listen, I'm not saying that he gave the green light for policemen to go and shoot drug dealers or murderers or rapists. But I'm sure if there's a gunfight, innocent people, unfortunately, will get hurt. Like I said, Bush and Blair, when they dropped millions of pounds worth of explosive over Iraq. Unfortunately, these people, innocent people, died. But the difference is there were no weapons of mass destruction there. So yeah, I feel for the Filipinos right now. I know I'm sure there's going to be some Marcos people in here giving me some bashing. You know, listen, we're all entitled to our opinion. You probably tell me to keep my nose out of it, but I'm very passionate about Philly. As you can see, I love it. It's where my home, I feel my home is. So I'm going to have an opinion on it. Because I felt safe as a foreigner when I walked through the streets of Manila when Duterte was in charge. I felt safe going out on my own without my asawa when Tata was in charge. But now I don't. And I think it is one of the most dangerous places now since Marcos. I think it's like second. I see a list. I don't know how accurate it was, but I see a list. Second most dangerous places in Asia. I think Manila was on there. I don't know if it's true, but I did see it on there. So yeah, it is a shame what's happening. You know, everywhere around the world where there's a Filipino community, they're out on the streets and they're protesting, they're demanding that he goes home. If he's going to face a trial, let him face trial in Philippines. Why are you taking him to an international court? Let him go home and face trial. People are giving him medication. He don't know what this medication is. You've got foreigners giving him medication. We don't know what's in that medication. Listen, I'm not saying anything's bad in it, but you just don't know. Let him be at home in Davao and have his medication with his own family in his own comfort, eating his own food. It's just, it's terrible what's happening, and I'll stand with you guys. Anyone who's all about Tata de Gong, I'm with you guys. So yeah, that's my input of it anyway. As I say, I just think it's wrong that he's been taken to a foreign court. It just shows it can portray to the world that Philippines could be weak. Stink them on trial in your own country if you're that concerned. But yeah, anyway, I'm with you guys. But anyway, that's my thought of it. I ain't got much more to say. So if you like it, give me a like. If you're going to leave me a comment, I'm sure you're going to bash me. That's fine. You know, you got to take the rough with the smooth. Give me a sub. We go from there. Anyway, happy Sunday, people. Stay blessed and ingat ka.